Yeah,
Test.
Good too.
I was like, I'm getting set up for this shit.
Yeah, I thought so too. I was like, I'm not doing it until I see a picture. And then you said that picture, I was like, okay, I'll do it.
I did it last night. I was like, Jake.
We're live, Blue Sports Stable, for your Colorado Rampage versus the Roughriders of Rocky Mountain. Win by Rampage. Boys chop it up to Haas. Haas drops it in, tries to find Huddy. Huddy's over there battling. Goes into the corner. Huddy slides it in front. Just misses Dottie. Boys chipping around the boards again. Slips it all the way around. Rough Riders regroup behind. Goes back behind. And so we got Riggsy keeps it in. We got Huddy's line out there with Haas and Dottie. We got Sherm and Briggsy. Here comes the Rough Riders, though, into Rampage territory. Briggsy's going to guide him into the corner. Grabs the puck and slings it all the way around. Up high. Rough Riders try to keep it in, but it hits Briggsy. Instead, finds an outlet pass just outside of Haas's reach. No ice. Haas still has it. Slides it in front. Tries to find Sherm. Opportunities galore right now for your Rampage. Haas is going to hustle off as Bastien comes in now, and you got catcher Conrad as well, and Cristiano. So Bogenreef out there. That's the completed line. We're going to complete our defensive line as Nikki also gets out there. Nikki's going to chip it into the boards over to Cristiano, slides it up to Bastien. Outside of his reach, puck bouncing around. Bogey has it, tries to slip it up. Shot deflected, goes around. Cristiano holds up. Flips it around over to Nikki. Nikki's going to chip it into the corner. Boys continue battling. Rough Riders dumping deep. Boys are talking as Nikki's in there. Absorbs the hit, tips it up the board. Bogey with a hit. Slips it over to Catcher. Catcher gets it over to Bastien. Bastien gets challenged at the blue. Loose puck still around Bogey. As Bastien finds it. Tries to find... gets his pocket pick, Here comes the Rough Riders, though. 1-on-3, 3-on-3. Cross-ice pass, shot. Big save. Dave with the big save. Puck still bouncing around. Cristiano has it. Cristiano holds up. Stacy's out there now with him. Lewis, turnover in the middle. Falls into the middle. Rough Riders going to step. Defender comes in. He goes low to no one. Cristiano has it. Tries to find a cross-ice pass. Hits Jacob. Jacob tries to chip it over to Lewis. Lewis gets it back to Jacob. Jacob's coming in. He's got Stacey with him. Drops it for him. Tries to get it back over to Jake. Gets their pocket picked, and here comes the Rough Riders now into neutral zone. They cross the center line into Rampage territory. Tries to shoot around everybody, and it hits nothing. Loose puck's still around. Puck's still in there. Puck tries to slide in forward dangerously in front. Puck's still loose. Does not go in. Mr. Shields with the nice grab before it crosses the line. Danger station. Boys hopefully are awake after that.
Wake up!
Nice moves by the Rough Riders to kind of cycle low to high and little chip it in the middle. Here goes puck shot, held up at the high point, bouncing in. Boys chip it up into the corner. Rough Riders keep it in. Oh, Jake with a nice little tip gets it out. Lou goes for a change, go for a three-person change now. Catcher's back out here. Lewis with a nice hustle tries to force a pass, gets it over to catcher Conrad. Oh, loose puck still bouncing around. Sorry. As blue meets white into the corner. Oh, dangerous hit in the middle. Puck does go out. Rough Riders forced to regroup. Catcher looks on. He's going to forecheck in. Oh, creates a turnover shot. Big save by the Rough Riders goalie with 12:45 remaining in the first period. Catcher with the forecheck and creation of the disruption grabs the turnover and gets a shot on net. We got Kellen out there now. Finishing the line, Kellen with Pasta and Catcher with Sherman Briggsy on the blue. Catcher steps in, puck finds a Rough Rider. They chip it up, and here they come. 3-on-2 through the neutral zone as they come in. Tries to get around Briggsy, ships in front. Oh, no goal as Shields makes the initial save and then got ran into. And we're going to have a face-off outside of the blue. That's not two goals. Some Rough Rider families want a 2-0 spot on the board. We've had it 0-0 right now. Same line out there. See, the puck still bouncing around. Loose. Catcher's going to grab it. Oh, no, Briggsy's going to grab it. Briggsy's got Vassallo with him. Tries to find him off of his stick and goes deep. Boys now hard on the forecheck as a nice hit by Vassallo, forcing the turnover. Briggsy does keep it in. Refs, they want offsides as well, but they're not going to happen. Here comes the Rough Riders through the middle, backhand shot. Dave's going to kick to the side. Sherm's going to finish his check. Boys tries to chip it up and not out. Oh, shot from the point. Finds a Rough Rider. Tries to find a slipper. Tries to go far side to near side, and the boys get it out. Foot race now for Haas. Haas off the bench is going to tip it deep as boys continue to change. We got Nikki and Christy out there on the line with Huddy's line out there with Dottie. Nikki tries to find Dottie on the cross ice. Huddy's going to steal it back instead. Huddy has it, drops it for Christy. Christy's going to step, crosses the line. Christy's got some space on his backhand. He's going to just chip it in. 11:28 remaining in the first as Rough Riders regroup behind their own goal line. Turns it over to Nikki. Shot. His shot goes wide. Up and over, but Christy's there to further it back along. Puck still behind the net now as it cycles in the inside boards. Haas comes in and says hello. The Rough Riders grab it, tries to step in front. Dangerous pass. Almost turned it over to the boys in blue. Rough Riders regroup. They're going to hold. Does a cross-ice pass. Another dangerous pass. Huddy there. Huddy there. Tries to get it. Slides it over to Hostler. Opportunities. Got blocked. Here comes the Rough Riders as they go for a way too early change. That's offsides as well, but so 1-for-1 on those calls as the boys do steal. Hostler tries to slide it over to Huddy, just outside of his reach. Nice tick by Huddy. Forced the Rough Riders to regroup. Here they come, 2-on-4. Nice job, Markey on defense. Forces the puck wide. Nikki's going to chip it up to Bastine. Bastine drops one over to Catcher. Here goes Catcher. He's got Bogey with them. Got Markey trailing. Catcher backhanded through the middle into the inside corner. Markey's going to step. He's trading in action. Mendelson from the point, saved by the goalie. Rough Riders still battling. Bogey's going to force the turnover. Chips it up to Jack. Jack tipped, blocked in front. Bogey tries to find cross ice. Catcher Conrad, number 16, all alone in the front. Bogey finds him for the dish and serve as the Rampage 13-0 takes a 1-0 lead with 10 minutes remaining in the first. Is that not for me? Do I get the cheese stick too? Gemma, do I get a cheese stick? Gemma, look, cheese stick. I get two.
I don't need one.
Ref checks his 6, drops the puck for Catcher. Rough Riders regain possession as they get it in. Sherm's going to slaps it with authority, gets it out. Bogey tries to find Bastine, but just on his backside. Hits a Rough Riders there. Onside. Nope. Delayed offsides. Good call, ref. Offsides by Rough Riders. Going to have a face-off right in front of Coach Sipstad and Coach Sherm. Boys changing up here. We got Grayson Stacy out there with Lewis, and can't see who's far side just yet. But on defense, we got Bogey and Briggsy. A floater puck comes in, and Dave just kicks to the side. Oh, it's Jake. It's my son out there. Forces the pass. Boys try to get it out. Lots of second effort, and we finally do. Lewis is going to forecheck. 86. Nice little step. Jacob with the reach and forces the shot on net, which Shields saves into the corner. Boom! Sherm comes in. Oh, he's going to get called. Ref, tripping on Landon Sherman, which, I mean, if it was a trip, it was done with authority. But the boys find themselves down a man for 2 minutes in our own zone here. We got Huddy Laysline out there with Dottie and Cristiano with Cooper Briggs. Let's drop the puck. Rough Riders try to get it up to their D, and they do. They shot from the point, up and over everybody. Huddy's going to grab it, slip it up, but not out. Huddy, second level effort, third level effort, but Rough Riders still keep it in. Dottie has it, slips it up, and does finally get out. Huddy now going to forecheck F1 on a single player. They slip it up the boards. Delayed offsides. We're now onside. Huddy's going to grab it. Huddy's on his backhand. Huddy takes inside lane. Huddy comes in. Shoots. Shot. Backhand. Hudson Lay, one-man band with 850, puts the Rampage up 2-0. Oh, I got to update the score.
That was a goal on a power play, too.
Penalty kill.
Penalty kill.
Slow and steady, baby. Slow and steady. Long climb for hockey here with 8:50 remaining in the first. Your Rampage still on the penalty kill, up 2-0. Catcher Conrad out there with bogey now.
And we're still on the penalty kill.
Oh, still with penalty kill 125. 125 remaining in the kill. Rough Riders have it behind their own net. Slips it up. Tries to get around bogey. Can't get around. Oh, well, so lots of stick checking by the boys, forcing the Rough Riders to take a wider course. They try to slip it through. Dave with a big save, tipped in front. Rough Riders regroup. They go low to high. High side D shot. Can't get around catcher. Nice job, catcher Conrad. He's going to forecheck. He's going to get the puck first again. Tries to slip around his last defender. Bogey comes in, throws a shoulder in there. Puck goes up and over. Bogey's going to chip it. Boys say hi and dance in the corner. Puck is loose. Catcher's going to go for a change. I think Bogey's going to go for a change as well. Jake comes out, and Kellen Vassallo comes out as the second winger. Up into the corner. Bastine forces the pass. Vassallo gets it back over to Markey behind the net now. Boys slip it around, but no, turned it over. Bastine in a foot race. Puck still bouncing around dangerously. Mr. Shields sees it. Nice body block as the Boulder player, they were on a defensive change, so loses the puck. They do regroup into their own zone, tries to slip it up the boards, and does. Here comes Boulder, 3-on-2. Into the zone. Markey's going to force a pass. Loose puck in front. Shot from the low side circle. Goes crossbody up and over. Boulder is on the board. 7:19 in the first. Rough Riders cut the deficit to 1. Your shots are Rough Riders 8, Rampage 5, but Rampage with the 2-1 advantage with 7:19 in the first. Nice job by Huddy to win the draw back to Sherm. Sherm has it. He's going to chip it up the boards. Gives it over to Haas. He's going to chip it over to Dottie. Dottie drops it for Briggsy. Briggsy's going to cross the center line. Tries to find a cross-ice pass. Puck goes into the low side circle. Boys forechecking now. Hostler and Huddy in the corner. Hostler still has it. He's going to maintain possession. He loses his stick after a hit. Rough Riders grab it but turn it back over. Haas is offside still. Slow to get up. Boys do nice pass off the boards over to Dottie. He tries to get around a player. Puck's still around. Can't get it by Briggsy though. Briggsy goes across ice, tries to find Haas and tips it deep. 7:13. 7:13 as boys change. You got Grayson Stacy out now. Ooh, nice hard skate by Grayson to force something. Loose puck still around. And we're going to get called for another penalty. We're going to get called for another penalty. I think it's Dodson. Dodson's going to get called for roughing. Cross-check. So 6:27. Boys nursing a 2-1 lead. Dodson's in the box right now. And we got Lewis coming out with Grayson Stacy and Nikki and Christie on D. Grayson steps in at the face-off point. Rough Riders maintain possession. Nice step by Lewis to force them to pass. Lewis is now just peppering them at the high point. They try to find and slide through the middle. Shot tipped up and over. Puck goes into the corner. Christie's battling. Got Grayson looking on as well. Pass tries to go through the middle. Nikki tries to get it out. Rough Riders do keep it in. They go D to D. High side circle now, holding it. Shot off of a body. Nice job by Nikki and Lewis. Oh, Nikki's going to hustle. He's getting body blocked a bit. Puck comes in so slow as Rough Riders try to get an outlet pass. They go double back into low. Try to go high. Boys do keep it in. Cristiano steps. He's going to find Nikki on the far side. Shot and it's gloved. With 5:39, we're going to change 3 here as Bastine also came out in that exchange. So we have Bastine at center. We got Bogey on wing. We got Mendy and Markey, the M&M line on D, with 112 remaining in the penalty kill. Boys win the draw, go low to high. Markey shot around bodies, hits somebody in front. Dr. Markey Markinson, Marquardt trying to be surgical up at the blue line. Tips a loose puck. Bastine comes in, loses an edge. It still battles in the corner. They're trying to come through. Boys do regroup. Starts becoming a hitting fest here as Bogey comes in and says hi. Mendelson is going to cross the center line and chip it deep. Bastine goes for a change as catcher Conrad now comes out here. Boys still forcing Roughriders behind their own goal line with 35 seconds now remaining in the penalty kill. Mendelson's forced to back up. Bogey also reverse. Nice big hit by Markey. Yeah, by Markey to create a turnover. But Boulder regroups. They step, tries to find a kid in the middle and just fans on the opportunity. Shot from the point, though, does go wide. Boulder does regroup, tries to go low to high. They do keep it in and just chip it deep into the corner. Less than 10 seconds now remaining in the penalty kill. They try to go low to high and does go out. Gives the boys an opportunity to finish a change here. Catcher stays out there. He's going to forecheck with Vassallo now out there. Here comes Boulder. They're onside, 1-on-2, 1-on-3. Got catcher on him. Goes into the corner. Briggsy's going to use his body. Blocks it, steals it, chips it up the boards over to Pasta. Pasta's fresh off the bench. A Boulder kid also fresh off the bench. Puck still around. Catcher chips it, steals it, gets it over to Pasta. He slips it up over to Kellen. Puck goes just outside of his reach and deep, but he's going to forecheck, forces the player to make a pass. With now less than 4 minutes remaining on 5v5 hockey. They turn it over. Here goes Huddy. He wants a number 2. Gets it in the corner, though. Instead, slips it. Boys go low to high over to Sherm. Sherm gets over to Coop, who's going to just chip it deep. Rough Riders go up along the wall, tries to find a center lane pass, and does. Comes through, and they just dump it deep. Cooper Briggs back there gets it over to Huddy. Puck dangerously slips out front. Cooper's going to grab it. He's got Haas with them in front. They're coming through. Boys are onside. Coop holds up. Double backs, goes D to D. Shot. Dodson off the bench. Goes into the corner. Puck battle won by Boys in Blue. Tries to find some chaos in front. Cooper, though, chips it back deep. Dottie now with pressure. And Rough Riders cycle it along the boards and out through the middle. Here goes the Rough Riders one-on-one. Tries to get around Cooper Briggs. Shot dangerously in front. Shields with the initial save. Nice hustle by Dottie. Finally forces the puck out as they come in. Nice tip. I think that was by Nikki. Does finally get it out. Shot from the point. Saved by Dave. Mr. Shields in his office working with 2:41 remaining in the first. Rampage up 2-1. Tangle up in the middle as Stacy chips the puck into the corner. Puck still maintained by Rough Riders as they try to go high side circle. Deflected in front. Nikki with the clear. Puck goes all the way down. Whistle calls for icing. We're going to have a face-off all the way down here next to Dave's left, his glove side. Same 5 is going to remain out there. We got Grayson at center, Lewis on the wing, and Jake as well, and the Rockstar line, Nikki and Christy. Boys win the draw into the corner. Nikki battles. Rough Riders get it. They go low to high. Shot up front goes wide. Grayson's going to get it. Tries to find Jacob. It does. Jacob chips it past the defender. Now 2-on-1. Tries to force the turnover. Rough Riders slide it back to us. Christy gets it over to Nikki. Nikki finds Lewis in the far side. Does. Ooh, he gets hit from behind. And puck goes deep as Jacob now goes and hits a kid. As here comes the Rough Riders through the neutral zone. They're going to just turn it right over to Christy. Christy's got a player on his back. He's going to step up. Gets it over to Nikki. Nikki chips it over. Catcher's going to drop it back. Tries to find somebody through the middle. Finds nobody. Shot goes wide. Jacob with the anticipation, it looked like. Puck goes low to high. Lewis forces the puck tipping down low. Nikki in there battling. Stick checks in the corner still. Jacob comes in, slips it up and out. And that's going to be icing with 1:20 remaining in the first. Okay, when I tell my kid about anticipation, that is not what I mean. Or I hope that's not what the coaches mean either, because I am not his coach. All right, wrong side for the faceoff here. Catcher Conrad is in at center with Bastine. Got M&M line out there, and Bogey at the wing. Markey has it. Boys win the draw, chips it up the boards. Puck regrouped by Roughriders. They try to do a cross-ice pass, forced to double back. They go D to D, misses, and goes into the corner. Bastine now with the forecheck. He's in there. He steals it. He's battling. Puck behind the net. Bastine forces a pass up and over. Gets over to Markey instead. Markey has it. Chips it into open space. Boulder has it. They come in 3-on-2. Goes wide. Shot up and over. Goes wide. They want them to hit the net as the puck's still bouncing around. Boulder does regroup. Comes through. Backhand through in the middle. Loose puck still around. Dangerous. Dave with another save. 2 to 3 saves there by Dave as boys grab it and dump it deep. 30 seconds now remaining in the first as boys go for a full 5 change. Puck stolen by Huddy. Tries to drop it for Haas. Still around as Rough Riders drop it to themselves. Haas is there battling. He's going to hit a kid. Rough Riders try to go low to high. Cooper Briggs is going to keep it in. That's not off. There's no way. Okay, anyways, 6 seconds now remaining in the first period. Rampage still maintains possession in the corner. Haas and Huddy still battling. And that's the sound of the end of one with your Rampage up 2-1. After a short message, we will be back for another period of AAA hockey. Start of the second. Fresh 16 on the board. Huddy's lined in there. As Rough Riders win the draw, they try to chip it up the boards and goes too far. Sherm's going to one-tee it back at them. Chipped. No ice. Haas is in pursuit. He's going to come in, win the puck in the corner. One-handed. Slides it in front. Tries to find. Oh, no, that was Huddy. Huddy with the win. Tries to find Haas. Puck chipped in the middle. Dottie in pursuit, forcing the Rough Riders to just chip it through the middle. Briggs is going to chip it up the boards. That's loose. Also by Haas now, as he's now F1. Forces the turnover to Dottie. He's got space. Shot. Glove save by the Rough Riders. Next line up, Catcher Conrad's out there with Jake Bastine and Isaac Bogenreef. Got the Rockstar line on D. Nikki and Christie holding the blue. At the blue. Sports stable, that is. Catcher steps in. One by Rough Riders. They maintain possession. Tries to slip it up. Second level of effort. They do get it out. Whiff on the pass attempt. Puck's still loose. Conrad's going to grab it. Katrick's going to step. He's coming in. One shot from his knees, just barely over into the corner. Rough Riders do grab it. Bastien in pursuit. Forces a pass as Rough Riders come through neutral zone, but Bastien still has it. He's going to backhand it over to Bogey. Bogey has it. Bogey steps. Puck still bouncing around. 3 Rough Riders and Bastien. Bogey's going to come in and bump as well. Loose puck still. Jake comes that way with it. Bastien steps, slides it, slips it into the corner. Catcher has it. He's going to further it along over to Bogey. Bogey has it on his backhand. Sidesteps, still has it. Goes low to high. Nicky's going to keep it in with his skates. Dangerous cross-ice pass. It's Christie, who just dumps it into a corner. Rough Riders still has it, though. They try to get it. Hits in the corner. I think Christie's going to get called for that. But in the meantime, here goes Rough Riders, and Dave's forced to make a save.
How was that?
It was
Penalty?
Yeah, it was kind of boring. I'm curious what they're going to call him for it. Those numbers. He is up. Okay. Just a 2-minute on that one. 14:23 remaining in the second. We got Huddy out there with Vassallo. And Markey and Mendy back on D. 14:23 in the second. A 2-minute spot on the board for number 4. Waiting on centerman to come in as ref drops the puck. Nice win by Rough Riders. They go D to D. Vassallo's going to make a case and forces them to go the other way. They try to slip it through the middle. Can't get around our strong D, though. Mendelson tries to find Huddy. Huddy's going to tip it to himself. Undresses a player. He has it on the inside circle. Shot. No rebound. Saved by the D as Vassallo looms over him. Same 4 out there. I think Rough Riders had seen enough. They're going to switch out 5. Eminem still back on the line. Vassallo and Huddy talking it over. Puck into the corner where there's empty spots. See, Rough Riders still have it. They come in offsides. Nice little peppering from behind. Forces an offsides at the defensive blue for your Colorado Rampage. Same 4 stays out there on one side, 5 for the other, so no change. Oh, no, wait, whistle blows. Ref's going to let this change happen. We're going to change the D. Got Briggsy out there with Sherm. Huddy still out there with Vassallo. Huddy wins the draw into the corner. Briggs has it, slips it up the boards, eats a hit, tries to get it over back to Huddy. Rough Riders, they go D to D and lose it at the blue. They try to chip it along the boards. Forced to regroup and double back. In their own zone, they go upside boards. Does find a player through the middle. Shot. Dave kicked it wide, I think. Puck still bouncing around. Loose dangerously in front. Loose puck still bouncing. Dave forced to make a save. Briggs is going to grab it and throw it. That's going to be an ice as it crosses the line with 13:27. 104 remaining in the penalty kill. We're going to get a switch out here on the offense now. Got Grayson Stacy with Pasta Truax. Oh, Nicky. No, I see Nicky out there as well. So Nicky's out there. He's got Briggsy with him. Rough Riders win it back to their D. Pasta's going to force the action. He's going to get it, chips it up the boards. In a foot race here, Briggsy's going to win. Oh, and that's going to be an ice. Hard work by Cooper Briggs. I think he kind of scared the defender there. Just blew right by him. Luckily for the boys in white, that was an icing. So face off all the way down here in our own zone. 13-17 in the second. Boys drops it, and another win by the Rough Riders. They try to go D to D, just goes by him. Pasta in pursuit. He's going to hit a kid as well. Drops him. Rough Riders go low to high, cross body shot. Far side, just wide. Puck goes back high. Pasta's going to play the body again. Nice. As the puck goes high, Rough Riders keep it in. Forward's going to try to step, but he loses it. Puck goes into the corner. Ian Pasta Truax hustling. No icing. Pasta is one-man band in there, creating some chaos for the boys. He's going to go for a change. Here comes Boulder. They try to razzle-dazzle, chip it, but Dave's there to grab it. 15th or 16th shot for the Roughriders as Rampage still holds a 2-1 lead. 12:40 remaining in the second, 17 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. See Huddy's back out there now with Dottie with the M&M D pair. Again, missing a forward. They're going to send out number 12 to face off against Huddy. Oh, ref says, nope, you took too long, so we're going to switch you out. Dottie tried to jump the gun. Rough Riders maintain possession, but below the goal line. Rough Riders still has it. They off the boards. They go low to high. Keep it in. Bouncing puck into the corner. Mendelson checks a 6, eats a hit, chips it up over to Huddy. Huddy tries to get it out, takes the body. Oh my gosh, puck bouncing around. It does finally get out. Second level effort by Dottie. Rough Riders grab it and chip it back deep. Mendelson back there. He's going to slip it up the boards. Tries to find... Who is that? Haas? Yeah. Oh, we're back at 5. That's why. Haas. Puck still loose. Nice job. Tries to slip and find a pass. Not going to go. Huddy's going to go for a quick change here. Boys trying to force a turnover. Regroups in the center line. We try to slip and we're offsides. 11:54 in the second. Rampage still up, but knocking on the door. Going to go for a full 5 change here. Hostler out there with Catcher and Bastine. Oh, Haas is out. Excuse me. Haas is out, so it's Catcher with Bastine and Bogey. Sherm and Cooper Briggs on D. Cooper tries to chip it up to himself, but catches himself offsides. Oh, Catcher does, not Cooper. Sorry, Catcher. Catcher at center goes in again, tries to give it to himself and does. Gets his pocket picked, gets a rebound as the puck goes into the corner. Loose puck still around as Boulder does try to get it out, but can't because of Cooper Briggs. Puck now goes back high. Boys are battling in the corner. Bastine with the steal. Bastine gets his pocket picked and goes into the corner this way. Bogey, though, he's going to throw a body as Cooper steps. Puck shot blocked into the other corner. Bastine still has it. Boys knocking on the door. Tries to slip it in front for Catcher just through the crease. Cooper's forced to step. He's playing it pretty low right now as Bastine has it in the corner. Puck still around. Bogey gets it to himself. Tries to take a shot. Gets tipped. Boys finally do get it out. Cooper Briggs, nice little mohawk there to evade a forechecker. Tries to slip it through the middle. Hits a body. It's dying. Here comes Catcher. He's going to hustle late in his shift. Body block as boys go for a change. Boulder tries to go for a home run pass. Comes in, shot, kick save. Mr. Shields. Rebound pass goes into the corner. New Boulder player does get it. Hit, forces it. Nicky tries to find a cross-ice pass over to Pasta. Pasta finds Huddy. Go. Huddy's got space. Got Fasalo. Oh, tries to drop it, and he does. Huddy Lay Pepper drops it for Fasalo, who buries it. And the Rampage have a 3-1 lead with 10:28 remaining in the second. That was a weird cadence with my voice. No, 3-1 lead with 10:28 remaining in the second. We're going to go for a defensive change here as the M&M line comes out. Huddy's still out there with Vassallo and Pasta. Puck maintained by Huddy. Here goes Huddy again, 1-on-2. He's got Vassallo with him. He's going to shrug off. Gets over to Vassallo. Shot. Oh, just wide. Puck still in the corner. Boulder's going to regroup, and here they come. They go high side boards. Tries to get around Mendelson. Slips it in front. Loose puck still there. Oh, just outside of his reach for second attempt. Rampage maintains possession. Boys slip it through the middle. Tries to do a floater pass. Pasta tries to pick a pocket. He's still there. Bumps a kid. Puck still loose. Pasta has it. Dodges a hit. Puck's still around. 16s want a call there. A bunch of 16s still here. puck goes low to high. Pasta still has it. He's going to steal it, chips it over. Mendelson's going to step and dumps it deep. Boulder player checks his 6 on his backhand, double backs. He's got Grayson Stacy on him. Does slip it up the boards. Oh my gosh, what are we doing here? Oh gosh, dangerous change as Boulder tries to catch the boys off guard. But nice effort, back checking forces the offsides.
They had a cherry picker going down.
Ooh, Briggsy maintains possession, chips it up the boards over to Grayson. Boys are offsides. Just outside of the blue line here. Face off with Jake and Grayson and Lewis. Cross ice pass. Rough Riders tries to get it out. Boys bumping and checking. Brody's going to take a stick to the side of the head. Loose puck into the corner. Jacob in pursuit. Loses an edge. Goes nice hit by Briggsy though. Loose puck still around. Puck into the zone. Briggsy now chips it to himself. Briggsy has it. He's got Lewis in front. He's got Stacy with him. Dotson in for Jacob. Dotson regroups, tries to chip it up the boards. Dangerous 6-man, but nope. Luckily, we didn't touch it. Huddy's going to have it. Gets it to himself. Chips it up the boards. Still maintains possession. We still have it. Boys complete the change here. Lots of yelling from the other side of the stadium. Not sure what was going on. They still have possession, though. Slide it over. Here comes Boulder. 2-on-3. Flips it in just off sides. With 8:14 in the second, Rampage is up. There you go. Let me change that real fast. Rampage is up 3-1. Lay wins the draw back to Dotson, who loses it. Shot from the high circle. Save. Nice move by Nicky on the rebound and the shake and bake. Tries to flip it up. Can't get around the forechecker who steps in. Has a blind of the goal line. Tries to slide it in front dangerously. Haas is there, though. He tries to slip it up the boards, but not out. Rough Riders maintain shot. High circle. Bouncing puck. Harmlessly into the corner. Boulder tries to go low to high. Boys grab it and just chip it out. Puck still crossing the line very slowly for the icing. 7:43 face-off. Coming all the way down into our territory. The score, 3-1, boys in blue.
Change. Halftime.
Oh, JK, yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Is it halftime? Yeah, we're waiting for the halftime show here as we're going to go for a Zam cut. 16s cheering on the boys as they come off. And we'll be back with the remainder of the second after 10 to 15 minutes. We're back. Start of the second half. Rampage wins the draw and tries to get it deep. Rough Riders come through the middle now. 2-on-2 coming through. Takes a shot. Oh, just up and over. Into the netting. Time for the boys to answer the call. See. Catcher in there with Bastine and Bogey. Bastine's going to opportunity shot through a body, takes a hit, saved by the goalie. Huddy Lay comes out there, though, with Kellen Vassallo and Pasta Truax. Huddy's going to take a breather as the ref ejects the center. Boys win the draw up to Nicky. Shot from the point. Goes wide. Pasta has it. Pasta slips it in front. Hudson Lay with the Hattie. Number 29 gets another one as Rampage quickly takes a 4-1 lead in the second period. Was that 3 for Huddy? Vassallo got one. Huddy with the assist. Just 2? Okay. Was that 2 for Huddy? Bogey? I don't remember. I am bad at this. Boys still have it though. New face-off. Cristiano's going to step, tries to slide it over to Huddy. Huddy furthers it into the corner. He's out on his backhand, slips off the boards to Pasta. Pasta steps forward, gets elbowed in the head. He goes down. Boys keep it. Huddy has it. Oh, shot. Oh, gets tipped. 16's cheering him on. Here comes the Rough Riders, though, with the back check. 3-on-4 into our defensive zone, into the corner. Huddy gets hit. Puck goes to the high side corner. Pasta step. Shot from the point. Dave sees it the entire way. Snags it out of midair with 6:31 remaining in the second. Rough Riders maintain possession of the face-off. They try to go D to D, but Dottie's there forcing it. Here comes Lewis with some speed. He holds up. Floor checking. Puck rolls in on the goalie as he pounces on it. Nice hard work from... Oh, no. Oh, my God. Am I blind? Is that Jacob? Okay, that was Jacob, Stacy, and Lewis. It was not Dottie. It was Jacob. I think I am actually kind of going a little blind. Any optometrists out there, please help me out. You got my number. Let's see. Lots of chaos at the face-off. Who wins the draw as the Rough Riders come in? Shot weakly from the point gets contested. Boys forecheck into the corner. Goes in low to high. Does not get out. Shot again. Dave into his belly with 6:02 in the second. Jake is still out there with G-Man. And Lewis. We got M&M line back on D. Stacy wins the draw. Loose puck still around. Puck one towards Dave with nobody there. And Boulder gets there. Gets their second goal on the night. All right, redo face-off as both teams change for inside lane. Puck still bouncing around. Boulder now has it. They come in onside. Can't get around Sherman as it goes into the corner. Boulder grabs it, tries to slip. They go low to high. Shot from the point. Lots of bodies in front. Just goes wide. Loose puck still chipped it up the boards. Boulder defender steps, finds the play in a honey hole. Backhand shot. Shields there with the save. Huddy steps in. He's got Haas with him. Got Sherman Briggs still back on D and Dottie with him on his wing. Dottie's going to chip it up the boards. Does get out. Rough Riders try to go D to D. Hostler in pursuit. Hostler's going to hit a kid. Puck goes into the corner. Off. There's a delayed penalty here as Haas. The whistle blows and Haas is going to go into the bench. Huddy's going to stay out there with Dottie. We're going to change the defensive line. Nikki and Christy come out. Two minutes on the board for Grayson Hostler. 5:25 remaining in the second. Boys maintain possession, but Boulder does get it in. Christy checks his six and flings it up. Goes deep, and that's an ice. Same four out there. Got Huddy with Dodson, and Nikki and Christie. Puck bouncing around. Finds a boy in blue. Here goes Huddy Lay. Huddy sidesteps on his backhand. Slides it over to Dottie. Oh, it just goes wide. Oh, Dottie gets hit hard. He's down. The peg is off. Ref fixes it. Dottie gets up. He's back checking. Christie tries to step. Here comes Boulder as their shot goes wide. Nikki hits a kid into a corner. Puck's still around. Refs are kind of let this one go out of hand. Trip in front or edge gets lost. Puck tries to get out but can't. Boys do battle as the puck bounces around. Both teams look exhausted as the puck is still here. Oh, here goes Huddy. Again, 4:27 in the second on the penalty kill. Fights off of a kid. Oh, slips. That's a delayed penalty. 16's one interference, and they're going to get it. Hudson Lay draws the PK. Hudson Lay nullifies the PK. As the boys now are going to have a 55-second 4-on-4. All right, got Conrad out there now with Bastine and Mendelson and Markey. Mendelson has it. He's going to sidestep. Nice patience. Steps, high circle shot. Gloved by Boulder. Let's do it again with 48 seconds now. Catcher wins it over to Bastine, who gets it back to Mendelson. Dumps it back over to Catcher. Catcher has possession with it. He still fights off two. Bastine joins with him. Rough Riders double back. Tries to go through center. Castor in pursuit. Boulder comes in onside. Mendelson forces him wide. Catcher slips it up the boards, but not out. Rough Riders chip it back deep. Somebody's without a stick. I think he hopped off real fast. 4-on-4 still continuing. Bastine has it. Tries to slip it up over to Markey. Markey now has it. Conrad is onside. Markey comes in. Shot hits a kid. Follow up into the corner. Catcher still has it. Holds it. Gets it up over to Bastine covering. Bastine sidesteps. Slips it over to Catcher. Shot just goes wide. Markey has it. Tries to slip it in front. Goes all the way through to Cooper Briggs now out. Cooper's going to chip it deep. 5-on-4 power play now for your boys in blue. Here comes Rough Riders through as they're just going to dump it deep after the center line. Cooper Briggs back there. He's going to get it, chip it up the boards over to Hudson Lay. Hudson has it, sidesteps, plays in the shadows. Boys are way off sides, though. It's Hostler just a hair over the line. with 34 seconds remaining in the power play. Your Rampage 13-0 up 4-2. Delay steps in with Bogey now, and Haas. Bogey's going to force the action. Puck goes up the boards over to Haas. Haas is battling in the corner. Gets over to Briggsy. Briggsy has it. Tries to slip it in front. Tries to find Bogey. Bogey has it behind the net. Oh, it looked like a mishy almost. Pass goes up through the middle as they're just going to dump it. And shot on net, actually, or maybe just wide. Sherm's going to chip it up the boards, and that's going deep for an ice. With 8 seconds now remaining in the in the power play. And 2:28 remaining in the second. Shot from the point goes wide. Dottie's over there. He's going to chip it up the boards. Finds Lewis, who's got Briggsy charging in front of him. Lewis gets pushed wide, but he still has it. Chips it down deep over to Briggsy. Briggsy has Stacy with him. Briggsy absorbed a hit. He still has it. Tries to go low to high. Nice step by Lewis, skating through hands. Tries to keep it in. Finally does get it out. Haas is there. He loses a stick. Lots of hitting and bouncing as Jacob eats one. Puck goes into the corner as Rampage regains possession. He gets no play on the puck. His hit chips high into the corner, is kept in. Boulder still has it. It's chipped in behind over to Briggsy. He's going to just slap it around. Does get out. Whistle for ice. These boys are going to go for a change again. We got Nikki and Christy out there on D. We got Huddy with Vassallo and Pasta. Ian Pasta Truax right in front of the net. Puck goes into the corner. Vassallo in pursuit. Boulder goes low to high. Vassallo finishes check on his guy. Boys can't get it out. Hits a body in front. Nikki with the second effort tries to get it out. Pasta's going to skate through hands. Gets possession and chips it. Boulder maintains possession. He's going to try to chip it to himself. Boulder can't get it in. Second effort they do. Here they come. High circle shot. Saved by Dave. Puck into the corner. Nikki with the chip over to Pasta. Still behind the net. Roughriders maintain possession. They go low to high. Finds a defender. Just past his stick. Ian Pasta, here he goes. He's coming through. One-on-one into the zone. He gets back checked. Body got played. No call. As Vassallo also takes it. Oh, Nikki steps and says hello. Nikki still has it. Tries to slip it up front. Potentially intercepted. Finally does. Here comes Boulder coming in 2-on-2. Nikki forces the kid wide. Goes behind the net. There's a Boulder kid in the net.
He's in the net.
It's whistle. No, we're good. We're good. It's a whistle.
Sorry.
Oh, no. Goes
these Boulder parents.
Oh, they're excited. 23 seconds left. Ref is pointing.
Your player was in the net
for interference. I think it's going to be which one? Nobody. What's going on here?
Yeah,
we still got 5.
He's going to the penalty box.
Oh, they're going. Their player is getting called for interference. Skated right into the net, I guess. And we're going to flip the script here. Face-off in Rampage offensive territory here. We got the M&M line on D. Catcher Conrad with the giant lion stretch. We got Bogey, Isaac Bogenreef, and Jake the Snake Bastine. Let's talk it through with the Boulder, the Roughriders coach here. Boys are banging on the boards, ready to go. Ref checks his 6, make sure Jake's not playing anything, doing anything crazy behind him. Drops the puck, catcher wins it to himself. Second effort by Roughriders to chip it out. Can't get it out though, puck's still bouncing around. Boulder tries to go back to their D, bounces off the puck, gets over to Mendelson. Mendelson's going to go D to D to his peer. Markey's going to do a cross-ice pass. Oh, Bastien with his head up absorbs the hit. Boulder still has possession, though. They go D to D, and that's the end of the second. Minute talk with the coaches, and we will be back for the final period of tonight's game. Getting the scoop from center ice. The player was on Dave's leg and wouldn't get off. Needless to say, it started the third. Huddy wins it. Back over to Dottie. Second effort from Briggsy. Gets it up to Huddy. Huddy has it. He's on his backhand forehand. He holds up. Does a cross-ice pass over to Briggsy. Briggsy has it. Chips it. Floats it down over to Dottie, who lets it go over to Haas. Haas has it behind the net. Backhands it. Tries to get back. Gets it over back to Dottie. Dottie's going to step. Has it. Oh, tries to go back door and hits a post.
The net off?
The net? What's going on here? Rest pointing. I guess the net came off. That's all right. Face off again over the high side circle now. Hostler and Dottie are going to switch. Huddy talks over back with Sherm. Win by Huddy. D over to Sherm. Sherm cross-ice pass down over to Dottie. Dottie in pursuit. Puck still in the corner. There's good back check by Dottie, forcing the turnover back to Briggsy. Briggsy tries to do a cross-ice pass over to Haas. Boys chip it in, and that's going to be offsides. 51 seconds in the power play for your Rampage 13-0. 15-14 remaining in the game. Rampage is up 4-2, but are getting outshot 25-16. Catcher steps in with Bogey and Bastien. Puck bouncing around. Roughriders maintain possession, coming on side, tries to slip it through, can't get by Cooper Briggs. Coop's going to go behind the net, slip it up the boards over to Bastien. Bastien has it, tries to slip it up the boards over to Catcher. Boys are hustling hard now as Catcher gets there, no icing. Tries to slip it in front, puck still double outs. Sherm's going to crank it into the corner. Goes into the corner now with 14:48 remaining in the game. The boys maintain possession. Comes in, shot. Oh, hits the outside of the net. That looks really good, but just a bit outside by Catcher. Roughriders come through, though. They come in 1-on-5, 2-on-5. Stolen by Bogey. Boys now go. Here goes Cooper Briggs with Bogey. 2-on-2 coming in. Cooper Briggs, Mohawks, goes high side circle. Still has possession. Backhands it. Oh, hits a couple of bodies. Here comes the Roughriders now. 2-on-3 and way off sides. As Sherman stops that kid with emphasis anyways. Making the 16s happy. We got Huddy now out there with Pasta and Vassallo. Huddy wins the draw. Puck bouncing around into our own zone. Vassallo is just going to bump both of them down. Puck into the corner. Mendelson had stepped Gets it over, chips it up the board over to Vassy, kicks it to himself. He's got Pasta with him. Slides it over to him on his backhand, tries to give it back. Still battling. Vassy comes in, says hello to a kid. Huddy gets it, goes low to high over to Cristiano. Cristiano's going to go back down to Huddy. Huddy still has it. Oh, gets hit. Gets his pocket picked by the biggest Boulder kid out there. He's going to go cross-ice pass to get it out, and does. Boulder's going to chip it up the boards. No ice as Cristiano's back to grab it. He's going to absorb 2 hits. Huddy's there, chips it up over to Vassallo. Vassallo's got Pasta ahead of him. Vassallo coming through the zone. Puck comes over. Grayson comes through off the bench and chips it deep. Rough Riders have it. They try to do a stretch pass. Can't get by Mendelson, who's going to step. Boy, he's forcing the turnover. Jacob out there now as well. Pasta has it. Pasta looking for somebody. Pasta still has it. Pasta's got space. Pasta is going to get it over to Markey. Markey, far side. He's going to shoot it in on net. Puck goes into the corner. Jake Lou in pursuit. Boulder goes low to high and passes, finds nobody. No ice, though. No ice with 12:53 remaining. Markey has it. Chips it up the boards. Finds Lewis, who gets it over to Jacob. Jacob goes backside. He has it. Tries to chip it up front over to Lewis. Finds him. Lewis has it. Gives it over to Grayson. Puck still bouncing around over to Grayson. Stacy. Stacy has it. Tries to shoot with 3 kids draping all over him. Lewis now in the high side boards. As the kid tries to pick Jacob. Jacob, though, steps. Forces a turnover. Puck chipped into the front. Puck still bouncing around. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? As puck goes into the boards. Lots of confusion going around. Boys had changed with Boulder in the neutral zone. They had to hold up as another player was offsides. I got tongue-tied myself, and Gemma is doing spins and circles next to me. 12:20 now. Face-off just outside the blue. Boys win the draw. Cooper Briggs chips it up the boards, tries to find Hostler, who chips it to himself. Hostler has it. He's got Dottie with him. Dottie draws all the attention. As the puck goes into the corner now, Hudson in pursuit. Hostler going to go say hi to a kid who furthers it along. Sherm keeps it in, eats a hit. Puck goes into the behind the goal. Player sidesteps. A Rampage finds an outlet. Here comes Boulder. Sherm forces him into the corner. Sherm's going to come in. Cooper Briggs also battling. Puck goes into the center lane. Hudson's waiting there instead. Tries to find an outlet pass. Goes into an open space. Boulder has it in their own defensive territory. Dodson's pressure forces him to back up. Oh, they try to find a home run pass just wide, and that's going to be an ice. With 11:23 now remaining in the game. Rampage up 4-2, but getting outshot 26-17. Catcher Conrad out there. Isaac Bogenreith. Jake Bastine, his wings. Rock Stars holding the line. Nikki and Christie, of course. Boulder wins the draw, but just gives it right over to Christie, who just dumps it deep. Player misses the puck in the corner, and puck slides into the high circle. A lot of bodies battle, and refs are going to get called for interference. Interference on Rough Riders.
I didn't see it. It looked pretty clean, but
So the puck I think got by everybody, and then the player had an opportunity to get it, but then just went after catcher instead. Well, we'll take it. With 11:09, Rampage on their power play in the next 2 minutes. Boys maintain possession, low to high to Christie. Christie tries to find the high side wing and gets intercepted. Here comes Boulder onside. They hold up, takes inside circle shot, bodies in front into the corner. Christie maintains possession. He has it. He's going to get called as catcher is going to now get called for roughing or interference. What do we have here? Catcher Conrad. Oh, both. They're sending both to the net. Still 5-on-4 hockey here with 11:42 on the power play. We think it's a 4-on-3, but both players send out, so it's 5-on-4. It should be 5-on-4. Yeah. Here we go. Huddy Layton's center. We got Bastine and Bogey. Boulder maintains possession, throws it through the middle. Bogey's going to get it and chips it off down the boards. That's going to be for an ice with 10:42 in the third. Same 5 is going to stay out there. Huddy steps in. Ref says don't do that. Puck bouncing around. Boys maintain possession. Markey, though, with Mendelson. Markey's going to chip it up the boards. Foot race. Puck's going to die. No ice. Boys in pursuit. Boulder coming through. I don't know why we're not having possession of the puck here. As the puck goes into the corner, Mendelson eats a hit. Huddy gives the puck back over, gives his stick over to Markey smartly. He doesn't have anything, though. Huddy's going to grab Markey's stick. Boys are swapped. Huddy's the lefty. Markey's they're both righty, so that kind of worked out well. Markey goes for a change. Mendelson goes for a change. Puck finds a Rampage player, maintains possession. Here's Bastine. He has a high circle shot up around Huddy. Loose puck still around. Roughriders goalie jumps on it with 44 seconds remaining in the power play. Hey, Gemma, you want to say let's go Rampage? Let's go Rampage. Say it. Let's go Rampage.
Let's go Rampage.
Trying to coax a child to say let's go Rampage, and it's not working. My kids don't listen to me either, so everything's on point here. Yes, Markey did lose his stick, so Huddy gave him his, and then Huddy went to go pick up Markey's stick, and then they re-swapped back. Got Grayson's line out there now with Lewis and Jacob. Boys try to force a turnover in front of the net and does. Loose puck still around. Puck bouncing. Goes a little high over to Sherm. You know what he's going to do. Shot from the point. Goes just wide. Lewis has it. Grayson needs a hit, but Lewis still maintains it. Lewis has it. He's going to go low high back to Sherm. Sherm's going to catch it. Oh, nice effort by Boulder to to get it out. Cooper Briggs has it. He's going to go up the boards to Lewis, who lets it go. Jacob Lou now in pursuit. Puck goes D to D. Boulder tries to get it out and tips a person and does. Goes all the way down over to Dave. He's going to chip it over to Cooper Briggs. Boys go for a change here. Cooper Briggs has it. Finds Lewis as he goes off, who drops it over to Huddy. Huddy tries to get it over to Hostler. 5-on-5 hockey now, and less than 9 minutes remaining in the game. Puck still bouncing around. Boulder does come away with it. Huddy bumps and steals. Drops it over to Riggsy, who absorbs a hit, gets it over to Sherm. Sherm has it, and he's going to chunk it deep. Riggsy goes for a change after a long shift. And then with Christie out now, Sherm's going to go for a change as well. As the boys continue to forecheck in the corner, Hostler is going to hold up a kid as the puck finds the Boulder player on the high boards. Boys continue to push. Boulder does get it out, tries to find the outlet, finds Christie instead. Christie's going to drop a kid. Puck goes into the corner. Christie's still battling in the corner. Haas comes in and says hello. Dotson maintains it. Dotson's going to dodge. Kid's going to headhunt him, and that's going to be called for interference. And a whistle. With the whistle, both of the other two players do come out. Haas is going to grab his glove. And we got a stick and glove still left in the corner over here, too, as Boulder's going to grab that. With 8:09, Rampage up on, should be on the power play. There were a lot of hitting going on into the corner. And then finally, as Dodson dodges one, another player just came out of nowhere, not even playing the puck, going for his body. So that should be a rough. I think they're discussing whether or not the hit was high. Oh, wait. Rampage with the rough. And then another kid with the rough. Ref's talking it through. Is it a two? Is it just a twofer for both? Or is it a 2 and a 10? they're talking it through right now on the Rough Riders side. So one player is going to go into the box, and then they're calling for who are they calling for? Oh, Cristiano's getting called as well. I think this could be the refs' attempt to try to calm everything down. Two kids go into the box for 2 minutes. Still 5-on-5 hockey resumes. Catcher Conrad out there. His line with Bastine and Bogey. Catcher has it. Puck's still around. Holder maintains possession. Coming in, got Sherman Coop. Coop's going to make the player turn and just dump it deep. Sorry, it's Nicky back there, not Sherman. 34, not 24. Puck doesn't get out. Nice pass. Gets intercepted by Bastine. He still has it. Going to split two. Gets pushed down into the corner. 7:45 now in the game. Puck in the corner. Player comes away with it. Chipped puck goes far side over to Cooper Briggs. Cooper has it. He's going to just chip it up and out into safety as the puck bounces in front of our net. Cooper Briggs is just going to get it himself and tries to find a slasher. Puck still high side. Bogey comes in. It's a player. Rough Rider still has it. Catcher's going to hit a player too. Finds Jake Mendelson instead. Mendelson off the bench. Lots of bodies getting bounced around as Mendelson steps. Backhand goes to nobody. Boys go for a two-player change. We got Vassallo and Pasta. Oh, Vassallo and Markey out there as Boulder comes in onside. Shot from the high side logo. Easily grabbed by Dave. Huddy Lay, he's going to be out there. We're going to switch our D pair as well. Got Cooper and Sherman. Hudson with Pasta and Vassallo. Hudson trying to pick up the puck. Ref's going to make sure everything's good. Oh, Hudson gets kicked out. Pasta's going to step in instead. Pasta ties up player. Boulder comes away with it, but splits their own D. Nice job, Hudson. Forces a player to pass it. They go back to their D as their D steps into the zone onside. Shot, Dave with a save. Sherm has it, chips it up the boards. Puck comes back down into the corner. Holder still has it, tries to go through the middle. That doesn't work. Still bouncing around as here goes Cooper Briggs. He's got speed and space. Two dangerous combinations. He's just going to chip it deep and get it himself. Tries to slip it in front. Goalie's there. Refs can't see it. And whistle blows with 6:25 remaining. Oh, lots of angst going on right now. Huddy in there playing referee, making sure everybody's okay. Sherm's kind of in there. Truax is in there. Vassallo's in there. I mean, this is the line that's not going to take anything. That's for sure. Vassallo is going to get called. Sherman too. Wow, two players get called here. Oh no, never mind. Sherman's out. Sherman doesn't get called. Face off in our offensive zone, or our defensive zone, though, excuse me. It's a 5-on-4 penalty kill. Oh, no, whistles keep blowing. Refs are like, nope, can't switch out, can't swap out. We still have four. We have Huddy Lay in there with Ian Pasta, Truax, and M&M on D. Markey and Mendelson. Holder maintains possession. They go low to high. Still maintains. The defender does step. Mendelson in there with the hit. Puck in the corner. Mendelson comes away with it. Jack still has it. Chips it up and does get out. Holder forced to regroup. They try to find a forward and does. Comes in 2-on-2. Can't get by Markey. Tries to slip. Mendelson's there as well as he pushes it into the high side. Puck still tries to feather. Throws a bunch of bodies. Oh, what a play by the Boulder player. 5:55 in the third. Gets through a couple of bodies and goes top shelf on his backhand. Cuts the lead down for Rampage, 4-3. We got Stacy's line out there with Jacob Liu and Brody Lewis. Ref tries to figure it out. Drops the puck. Loose puck. Battling with Brody. Drops it for Stacy. Stacy has it. Tries to bring it in. Boulder tries to find their outlet pass just outside of their reach. M&M line back on D. Oh, no, it's Rockstar line back on D. Excuse me. Shot from the point. Dave's just going to snag it and say, let's get out. A couple of sticks in the middle of the ice, including a glove. What's going on here? Refs has their hand up. Tries to flush it through. Boys win the draw. Christie grabs it, chips it all the way around. Jacob's going to initiate contact, forces the puck out. Boys drop it over to Stacy. Stacy has it, razzle-dazzles inside, outside. Loses it, though. Puck goes into the corner. Boulder slips it behind their own net. Lewis in pursuit. Jacob's out. Haas is in. As Haas is going to scare a pass out of the kid. As they go low side board now. Cross-ice pass. Haas still in pursuit. Lewis now activates as they continue to go D to D. Everybody's out. 5-on-5 hockey resumes as Boulder can't get it out of their own zone. Less than 5 minutes now. Huddy's out there now. Huddy's going to go in there with ferocity. He has it. Tries to slip it in front. Loose puck still there. Out of nowhere, Dotson comes in. Tries to slip it in front as well. Hostler this entire time has been making his presence felt in front of the net. Hostler and waiting. Huddy has it. Tries to slip it over to Haas. Just outside of his reach. Into the corner. Gets it back over to Huddy. Huddy tries to slip it in front. Puck still in pursuit. Dottie is going to step. Tipped by Sherm into the corner. With 4:27 remaining. Sherm's going to hit it off the boards over to Hostler. Hostler's going to slip it up the boards. Turnover through the middle. Cooper Briggs forced a step. Cooper Briggs going to steal. Chip it up. 2-on-0. Open space. Hudson Lay is going to let shot in front. Rebound. Hudson there. That's number 3 for Hudson.
Hat trick.
That's a hattie for Hudson. That was who was running with him? That was Dotson running with him. Have a little drink. Cheers for that. Oh, that's a drink and a half out of nowhere. With that goal, Hudson has just as many goals as the Boulder Roughriders, as the Rampage has a 5-3 lead with 4:08 remaining in the game. Shout out to Marty Lay. I'm sure he's watching as his boy just scored 3. Sherm, boys win the draw. Bogey gets it back to Sherm. Sherm chips it up to Conrad. Puck still bouncing around, though. Gets by Sherm this time as Boulder throws it in. Sherm's going to slap it up the boards. Double check by the boys. Can't get by the last defender. Boulder is onside. Bouncing puck goes to the high side. Tries to activate and hit Briggsy, but gives the puck over to Rampage instead. Puck into the corner. Puck bouncing around. Bogey going in there saying hello. Boulder still has it. Tries to find an outlet pass. Goes too far. Markey now in pursuit. Mendelson out there as well. And that's going to be nice. 16 new players agree on the good call by the referee. Face-off comes all the way down in offensive territory for your Colorado Rampage. Conrad's still out there with Bogey and Bastine. Got Mendelson and Markey on the blue. Catcher comes in, pushes the corner into the corner for Bogey. Bogey maintains possession. Puck still behind the net. Bastine also in there. Oh, catcher catches one in front. Goalie's out of position. Puck still bouncing around. Now goes high side. Bogey in pursuit. Boulder tries to get it out, but turns it over instead. Jake has it now. Jake holds it, flips it, and gets it deep. With now 3:06 now. Catcher, he's kind of keeled over. He's going to go for a change. Bastine's going to go for a change. As Huddy comes back out, puck chips up the boards to Bogey. Puck's still bouncing around. Mendelson's going to step and steal it. Hudson tries to backhand it to himself, but loses it. Boulder comes in, chips it into the corner. Pasta now out there as well with Vassallo, M&M line, and Huddy Lay. Puck goes to the high side, kept in. Puck still bouncing around. Markey's going to razzle and steal it. Chip it up the boards and does get it out off the ref as we try to chip it back in, and player's offside, but hits a kid on the bench. So offsides, 2:30. Rampage up 5-3. Huddy wins the draw into the corner. Oh, they sidesteps. Here comes Boulder. Shot saved by Dave. Floating puck dangerously in the air. Boulder does have it. Boys are trying to forecheck as Boulder finds a high side guy. Tipped in front off the post. Just goes wide. Cooper Briggs has it and slips it up and finds open space and just gets it out of danger. With 2:09. Oh, that was my bad on my side. 2:10. 2:10 remaining in the game. Rampage is still up 5-3. I'm just now realizing I probably didn't update the score. 5-3. I am terrible at this. I need help. I'm taking applications. Rampage is up 5-3. Face-off drops. Boys win it. Over to Christie, and Nikki's going to chip it out. Bogey in a foot race, but no ice. Refs call it off. Bogey's going to play the body, though. Roughriders do bring it out. They come in 3-on-2. Tries to get around Christie. Tries to dangle, but just loses it into the corner. Can't get it through the middle as Nikki chips it up over to Catcher. Drops it for Bogey, who gets it back to Catcher, who drops it over to Bogey again. He comes in 1-on-4. Sidesteps a hit. Catcher's going to step. Takes the puck with him. That player goes high. Doesn't even play the puck. Ref's going to let that one go. Puck finds a Rampage player. Again, not playing the puck again. Refs let it go again. Another hit now. As a Boulder player is going to get called for cross-checking. 1:20 now remaining in the game. Boulder parents are having a great time. Oh, Jake also goes. Oh, all right, 5-on-5. I don't understand what the refs are doing here. They let the first high hit go, and then they let Jake's slash go, and then the other kid comes and cross-checks him in the back. So it is what it is, as Rampage has a 5-3 lead remaining in the game with 1:20. I repeat, 1:20 left on the clock. A quick timeout here by the Boulder refs. That was interesting. Looked like number 17 was going to go into the box, and the ref stopped him. And the kid who literally was also going to go into the box went into the box. That was weird. Yeah, rewind that. I like to see the conspiracy on that one.
I don't think I can rewind.
Oh, no. Telling the folks at home. When you guys get a chance, rewind that real fast. Brad's trying, but we're not good at YouTube. Boys huddled up, ready to go, talking over the plan. As always, also, shout out to Sandy in the UK. Across the pond, she always makes sure she watches a Rampage game. Cheers us on, and we can hear her from here. Bold goalie, 6-on-5 hockey now. His sticks banging. Huddy Lay out there. Hostler with them as well, with Dottie. Boys maintain possession. Hudson has it. Shot from Hudson. Oh, just wide. Hudson in pursuit. Of course he's going to get his own rebound. Oh, he gets bumped down. Boulder has it, though. They chip it up the boards. Back check by Dottie now. Can't get by Sherm. Dottie with the back check. Oh, Dottie drops a kid as he wasn't playing the puck either. So he comes through. Puck dangerous in front, tipped, but Dave with a save. Cooper Briggs is going to just chip and get it out. 48 seconds now remaining in the game as Boulder now comes again. 6-on-5. Can't get by Sherm. Chips it up over to Haas. Haas shoots a slow roller. Look at catcher Conrad hustling, scoring the goal number 6 for your Colorado Rampage. And just like that, I think catcher puts it away. 37 seconds remaining in the game. Shots are still in Boulder's favor, 34-23. Dave has an exceptional save record this afternoon. Boys maintain the win. Mendelson's just going to grab it and chip it down. Less than 30 minutes. 30 minutes remaining in the game. Boys are still forechecking super hard. Brody Lewis in there now as well with Bogey. Bogey has it, gets it, slips it up over to our center. He goes up to the high to Markey. Shot deflected in front. Boulder regains possession. Here they come through the low hallway. Tries to get by Mendelson. Can't get by Catcher. Catcher still has it. He's going to go D-to-D over to Markey. Markey's going to feather it up the middle. Shot on net-ish with 2.4 seconds in the game. We're going to have one last face-off here. Catcher Bogey and Brody Lewis with the M&M line on defense. He should be in front of Dave. Boys win the draw. Mendelson chips it all the way down. And that's all she wrote, folks. Rampage walks away today with a 6-3 victory. We have a follow-up game against the same Roughriders team tomorrow in Monument. So check your calendars and prepare to tune in. But for now, we're done here in Superior, Boulder, Colorado, as your Rampage wins 6-3.